Hey, it's Chuck here, and we're back with Milton Daily Homes, another episode. And I'm very excited because this is our 100th episode. I can't believe it. Incredible stuff. It's been one heck of a ride, and I can't wait for the next 100 episodes. So, hope you've enjoyed them too. Thank you for being part of the Milton Daily Homes family. And today we have 6 listings. I better make it good. I mean, this is a 100th episode. I got to do something special. So, anyways, I'm just going to run with it, same as usual. Top of the head. Let's see what's going on. 66 Finney is the first one. It's a 273.5, and it's one of the Ashfield Cherry Hill. There's all kinds of names for this model. It's been around since the early Madame phases. It's 1050 square feet approximately. What you get is essentially you've got, in this one, hardwood stairs, hardwood floors. They've moved out already, and everything's good inside. There's no backsplash, anything like that, but those floors add the most value. And when these ones are hovering around the 270 range, which is what we're seeing now, high 260s, or up to 270, this one with all those floors is definitely worth it. I think they priced it right on. And I think they've had it listed before in the higher 280s, and they've kind of watched these models slide a little bit because of some tough sales. I had one for sale a couple months ago, and I was right in the middle of that slide, and I said, we got to get out of this quick. So these guys are where they need to be, is the bottom line. Okay, so next one up is Spire Circle, and $319 is the price on this one. Now this is the same thing, so no backyard on this one, same as the previous. You've got 3 stories, and you sort of back and side on to your neighbors. And this one would be kind of 1,400 square feet. Inside, nice color cabinets, stainless steel appliances. That's the main floor when you first walk into the house. There's a little sitting area there, and then it opens up. So this is called a Springdale model. If I remember the square footage correct, I believe it's 1,357, and they've done the 2-bedroom version. Instead of the 3, you can have either one. The 2 is nice, and then they've also done 2 full bathrooms upstairs too. I like that particular elevation, how they've done it. However, $319 may have worked in the spring, but it's not going to work now. I don't think so. I think that would be a real tall order on that one. They're looking for November 1st as their closing day. Now, Gaisley is the next one. And it says a 4-bedroom here. It's actually a 3-bedroom. It's called a Lynbrook model. It's 1,500 square feet. The 4th bedroom is in the basement on this one. So when we look inside here, everything about this house is like peachy. Like the outside is sort of an orangey pink color. Inside, the floors, the wall colors, everything has this sort of orangey peach undertone to it. And it's kind of, I don't know, I don't know if people are really going to dig that. It does have hardwood floors, which is nice. With some different wall colors, you could get more of kind of a beigeish, even like a caramel color that would probably tint that the right way. But right now, I don't know, it just doesn't grab me. Done some nice interlocking inside. They've got the finished basement there too. Overall for this one, it's not perfect cosmetically, but at $349 for this one with the finished basement. A couple months ago, these ones were selling for $370 with a finished basement. So I think they've done a good job. Gaisley's a nice quiet street. The kids can play hockey on the street, and really the only reason anyone drives there is because they're going home. So or leaving their house. So I like this one. It's very, very good. 1,500 square feet exactly. Now Gollins is $359, and this is a corner lot. It's a townhouse. Usually with townhouses, you get a lot of light on the end unit. You get even more when you're the corner unit. Get a bit more grass, usually get a wider lot. This is a 35-foot lot, which is big for a townhome. And so there's the inside there. I believe that's hardwood floors. You got the kitchen here, big kitchen, lots of space for preparing food. And yeah, overall this one looks pretty good. I like it. Finished basement. I believe the builder gave the option on this one to finish the basement. So this could be professionally done. It's hard to see from this angle. And they've done a nice deck here with some sitting area. So really, really good. $359, and with that finished basement. Now, I want to talk to you about square footage. It says 1,765 square feet of finished living space. Typically, when we quote square footage, what it means, it's not the garage space, okay, and it would include things like the stairways, the rooms, the closets. So no garage, no basement. And if you want to get technical, it's actually halfway into the wall. So part of the square footage you don't even get to use because it's technically where half of the stud is, and then you've got the drywall and everything else. So that's how they calculate it. And so 1765 of finished living space means the upstairs could be 1400, and then downstairs is more finished area. So you got to be careful when you look at that. Most of the time square footage means above ground levels, but in this case they're saying finished total living area. So just to clarify that for you. Or beat it with like a dead horse, I guess you could say. Sherwood is 364, and it's a Coscourt built home. And Sherwood's a nice street. It's definitely good. So 3-bedroom plus 1. Now the plus 1 in this case is referring to the loft upstairs. And it's on a 100-foot lot. And the layout is one of those sort of open and closed concepts. Like it does flow, but there's walls and there's things like that. There's the kitchen. Green apples, good job. I mean, this one's kind of a pinky home. It's almost like all these homes have a theme of color. And there's the master upstairs too. Walk out from the balcony and then you got a good sized piece of yard too. I like these little nooks in these homes because you can put a barbecue and it's really nice how they've set it up. So 364 for a semi. It's about 2,000 square feet. So for that size of home, for the dollars for the semi, that's pretty strong. Again, cosmetically not perfect. It has a lot of space though for what you're buying. Now 802 Ferguson, really interesting one. Now as far as I can tell, when I'm looking at the rooms here, I believe this is the same layout as the Gaisley one. I think this is a Lynbrook model, and one of the things that makes it really unique is the fact that when you look at where it is, okay, so there's Ferguson. Now in the past, Ferguson has sort of stopped here, and it's also stopped here. So if we zoom in, there's Gaisley, by the way. So the home that we looked at today is right there. Okay, so when you zoom in a little bit, you can start to see this one here at 802. It's the last home. And then it sides on to green space here. So this is all protected land. That's the property here. So that's why it's 70 feet across the front, because you really get this big dimension here. And actually my client owns this property here, and it looks like a baseball diamond. It's enormous, 170 feet across the back here. But you're getting a bigger lot here. The fence even sort of comes out this way. 802 Ferguson. So there you go. That's a neat thing with this one. When you look at the features, what it has, it's broadloom, so it's probably not fantastic inside, but I'm sure it's probably pretty nice. We'll wait for the pictures, but what you're paying for in this one is the lot. And at $369, let's figure the basic model right now is going between $330 and $340. Is that lot worth an extra $20,000? Obviously, that's in the eyes of the buyer. I think so. I think there's a lot of good stuff with this one. And siding onto the greenbelt, it's never going to be built on. There's gas lines underneath there, so no need to worry. You always have a good amount of privacy there. Okay, so that's our list for today. Can you believe it? We're done under 400,000. Usually our top property is somewhere between 700 and $1 million. This one we cap it off at 369. So have a great day, and thank you again for being a part of the family, and looking forward to another 100 episodes together. Okay, see you later. Bye.